House suspend the rules and agree to HRes 441, a resolution condemning the attack on the AMIA Jewish Community Center in Buenos Aires, Argentina, in July 1994.
The clerk will report the title of the resolution.
House Resolution 441, resolution condemning the attack on the AMIA Jewish Community Center in Buenos Aires, Argentina, in July 1994, and expressing the concern of the United States regarding the continuing 25-year-long delay in the resolution of this case and encouraging accountability for the attack.
Pursuant to the rule, the gentleman from New York, Mr. Engel, and the gentleman from South Carolina, Mr. Wilson, each will control 20 minutes. The chair recognizes the gentleman from New York, Mr. Engel.
Mr. Speaker, I yield myself as much time as I may consume.
Without objection.
Mr. Speaker, I rise in strong support of HRes 441, a resolution condemning the attack on the AMIA Jewish Community Center in Buenos Aires, Argentina, in July 1994. 25 years ago this month, I've been to that community center. It is a vibrant community center, and it was a horrific bombing that happened 25 years ago. First of all, I'd like to thank Mr. Deutsch for authoring this resolution and for his years of leadership advocating for justice for the victims of the AMIA bombing. In July of 1994, the AMIA Jewish Community Center in Buenos Aires was bombed, 85 innocent people were killed, and at least 300 people were wounded. And almost 25 years later, this heartbreaking tragedy and vicious act of anti-Semitism still is an open wound. Justice has not been served. This hits close to my heart. I visited AMIA twice to meet with the community there and pay my respect to the victims and the Argentine Jewish community. For 25 years, the Argentine people have been waiting for the perpetrators of this horrific act of violence and hate to be brought to justice. So I'm glad we are considering this resolution today to keep this issue on the front burner and to continue to show solidarity with the victims. The measure before us condemns the AMIA attack and expresses the United States' condolences to the families of the 85 victims. This resolution also makes it clear that those responsible for the murder of innocent civilians must be held accountable. Years of investigation have found that the perpetrators of this attack were Hezbollah operatives with strong links to Iranian government officials. Despite the international outcry and a stack of Interpol red notices demanding that these individuals be brought to justice, Iran refuses to hold the perpetrators accountable, par for the course for the government of Iran. It is the duty of all of us here in Congress to stand with the Argentine people as they demand that those responsible face consequences for their crimes. I hope our friends in the Argentine government and justice system will do everything they can to finally provide closure for the victims' families. I urge my colleagues to support this resolution, and I reserve the balance of my time.
The gentleman reserves his time. The gentleman from South Carolina, Mr. Wilson, is recognized.